November of 1999, Resident Evil 2 was ported to the Nintendo 64. Capcom was also tasked to make a new video game, Resident Evil 0. Around E3 of 2000, a prototype was shown off. It wasn't too far off with what was released in 2002 as far as the train level goes. It was 10% complete. It was very much like the gameplay of Resident Evil 2. The menu was just like the old school Resident Evil games. The scene where you meet Billy Cohen is different, but as far as the dialogue goes, the look is different. Rebecca's voice actor sounds different. Billy Cohen's name is mentioned in the Resident Evil 2 Nintendo 64 version in the EX files. The cutscene where you encounter Richard is the same in some ways, but also in the Nintendo 64 prototype, his hand was missing, because this was before the remake of the first game. Due to memory issues and whatnot, the game was put on hold for a couple of years and then was released on the Nintendo Gamecube. Because Capcom had struck a deal with Nintendo to put RE0 and the remake of Resident Evil on the Gamecube. The Gamecube also received ports of Resident Evil 2, 3, Code Veronica, and Resident Evil 4 was considered at the time a Capcom exclusive. Of course, that fell through. That's a story for another time. Now, originally the story might have been different, kind of like Resident Evil 1.5. Scorpion, who I'm borrowing this video from, has stated maybe this version of Resident Evil 0 would have shown you what would have happened to Star's Bravo team. Now, Scorpion also mentioned creatures that were cut from this game, like this one called Dolly. It looked like it would have been a boss or a sub-boss at the very least. You also had an enemy that was a man, but this giant spider was attached to its back, and I wonder too what that creature would have done. I have to give credit to Residents of Evil, who made a video on this too, mentioning that Resident Evil 0, back when the first game was in development, this game was in development too. It was planned to make use of the Nintendo 64 DD, but that's a topic all on its own. The game also planned to have multiple endings, like the first game and the Resident Evil 1 remake. Albert Wesker was supposed to be the main villain too, which likely would have messed with continuity. The game faced memory issues on the Nintendo 64 and was, of course, as I said, moved to the GameCube. Now, the game only exists with video footage of the prototype online. Also, cutscenes in the game were only going to use N64 assets. It was going to be no CGI cutscenes. And for anyone interested, there's a version somebody actually made using the Resident Evil 2 engine on the 64 version, and made an actual mod of the prototype of the train level. And again, if you want to play Resident Evil 0, hey, it's not just on GameCube. It was put on Wii, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, etc., etc. And now, back to the game.